Doodly, 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 doo, doo, jolly little Monsterboy Roc.
Hi, my name is Monsterboy Roc, and welcome to the show. And continuing with Drawing with Monsterboy Roc, Inktober Edition Part 2, this 4th Inktober Edition video, I will be showing you the drawing processes of my Inktober mini comics, days 22 through 28. So without further delay, let's get started. I got my ink sinking prevention paper right here. I'm going to place it under the piece of paper that I am drawing on for the first panel of the first comic in this video, as well as all the other pages in this sketchbook for when I do the subsequent pages. And of course, I have my Mencho pigment liner pens right here to draw all of the Inktober mini comics. So,
excuse me, Roc, may I make a suggestion real fast?
Sure, Sir Seymour, what is it?
Well, I noticed you've been using those pigment liner pens all month, but you never actually talked about if you actually enjoy using them or not. So, how about, real quickly, you give a little mini review of those Mencho pigment liner pens?
Okay, alright, sure. Mencho pigment liner pens, little quick mini review. Do I think these pens have done the job with Inktober so far? Well, I'll be perfectly honest. If you were to ask me between the Uniball Single 207 pen and the Mencho pigment liner pens, which is the better pen to use for Inktober, honestly, I'd probably go with the Mencho pigment liner pens. Mostly because with the Uniball Single pen, it only had like one specific tip, so all the outlines looked kind of the same. And therefore, if I wanted to do kind of like really small, like, figures on the drawing, it would be a lot more difficult to do it. But with these pens, when I want something up close, I can use, like, the 0.8 pen. But if I want something a little bit further away, I can use, like, the 0.2 or the 0.3 pens. So, it makes it a lot easier to draw, like, the outlines on the paper, whether they're supposed to be thick or thin. Now, that's not to say these pigment liner pens are perfect. For one thing, and this is sort of a nitpick based around the format that I decided to do Inktober this year. Now, of course, this year, as you know, I'm doing mini comics, and most of them are 2 to 4 panels long. The brush pens I use for a lot of the coloring on the Inktober panels, and unfortunately, they run out much quicker than all of the other pens. But it's not really the pen's fault, it's more my fault because I'm doing like, let me see. For example, like this comic. This comic has like 3 panels, but look at all that brush penning for the sky. It's like, it's a lot. So you're gonna run out of it much, much quicker. But you know what? I'll be perfectly honest. If I had to use Mencho pigment liner pens again next year, I would most definitely try them out again. Of course, next year I might try to experiment again like I did this year. Like last year I used a different pen. This year I used the Mencho pigment liner pens. But they did the job very well so far. And I can't wait to use them again today, tomorrow, and all the remaining days in Inktober. What do you think, Sir Seymour? Was that a decent enough review?
I heard better.
Awesome. Okay. So, without further ado, let's get started with day number 22 of Inktober. Now, Sir Seymour, what are the prompts for this week?
Your prompt words this week, Roc, are expensive, muddy, chop, prickly, stretch, thunder, and gift.
Cool. Thank you, Sir Seymour. Okay. Let's get started with the expensive mini comic. Here we go. Okay, so the 22nd comic for Inktober. Here we go. So for this story, I decided to have Julie complaining to Steven about a very expensive credit card bill that apparently he is responsible for. What is he exactly responsible for? Well, you'll find out soon. Now, this comic is 3 panels long.
Steven, I just got this credit card bill, and it is very, very expensive, and it appears to have been purchased from your credit card. Now, don't be too upset, Julie. I have a perfectly logical explanation for spending all that money. I can't wait to hear this one. Well, I know our 15th anniversary is coming up, so I went out and bought you this 5-carat diamond ring for it. You're not still mad, are you, sweetheart? Mad? How could I be mad? Even though we'll have to put a mortgage on the house, this is the nicest present I have ever gotten. Thank you so much, sweetheart.
For day number 23's comic, using the prompt word muddy, I create a story of Russell waiting for the school bus in the rain while standing in a mud puddle that used to be a patch of dirt before it got all wet from the rain. Now this comic is 2 panels long.
Russell, what are you doing standing in that mud puddle? Your shoes are getting all muddy, buddy. Well, it wasn't mud a while ago. It was just a patch of dirt, but then it started to rain. But I'm not moving from this spot. I don't want to be late for the school bus. But don't you remember what Miss Holland said yesterday? She said the classroom is being repainted, so there is not going to be any school today. Therefore, no school bus either. You're kidding. Please, River, please tell me you're kidding. I'm sorry, Russell. River, when I get home, remind me to punch myself repeatedly until I knock myself into the next millennium.
The story for day number 24's comic, using the prompt word chop, involves Russell's father Michael preparing Russell's very favorite dinner, chopped steak. And he has a very interesting way of chopping up the steak. Now this comic is 4 panels long.
Well guys, tonight I made Russell's favorite dish, chopped steak. I just need to chop it up and we'll eat. Looks great, Dad, but I don't see any steak knife. How are you going to chop it all up? Ha! I need no knife. Don't you remember I told you that when I was your age I took up karate? Watch this. Hi-ya! Wow, that was a really cool trick, Dad. Thanks a lot. You're welcome, son. You know, I think for our dinner tomorrow, I'll try to prepare some pork chops. Good one, Mike. Your jokes are about as good as your aiming.
Day number 25 uses the prompt word prickly, so I created a story of Russell giving River a rose. And as we all know, roses have prickly thorns on the stems. Now this comic is 3 panels long.
River, I picked this rose just for you. Aw, Russell, you're so sweet. Thank you! What happened? Are you alright? Yeah, I'll be fine. I just pricked my finger on the rose's prickly thorns. Ah, yes, a beautiful flower with one incredibly grating design flaw.
Now for comic number 26. This one uses the prompt word stretch. So, I create a story of River doing some morning stretches while Sam watches her. This comic is 4 panels long.
Oh, buddy. You know, Sam, I have to tell you, there's nothing like having a good morning stretch to make your body feel alive after a good night's sleep. Don't you agree? Grrr, woof!
Now, for those of you who don't know, River is actually incredibly terrified of thunderstorms. It is her one true fear. So when it came time to do day number 27's comic, which just so happens to use the prompt word thunder, I decided to create a story surrounding her fear of thunderstorms, with Russell trying to help cheer her up. This comic is 4 panels long.
River! Are you home? Whoa, River, you're crying. Are you okay? No, I'm terrified. I hate when it storms outside. I don't usually mind it when it is raining, but when there is a storm, there's thunder. Aw, don't worry. I'll stay right here with you and ride out the thunderstorm until it's all gone. I promise. Thank you, Russell.
Finally, as you all know, I got this scarecrow for my fall festivities. So for the last comic in this video, which is day number 28, which uses the prompt word gift, I decided to create a story of Russell giving River a gift, and that gift being some Scarecrow versions of themselves. This final comic for this video is 4 panels long.
Hey, River, I'm glad I found you. I made you a little gift to celebrate fall. Aw, Russell, you shouldn't have. But since you did, I accept it humbly. What is it? I made you little mini scarecrows, dressed up just like you and I. What do you think? Wow! They look so adorable. I love these scarecrows. Thank you so much, Russell. You're welcome. Now, what do you say we bring these to the Secret Beauty and we can play around with these near the scarecrows there? It'll scare the feathers off them. Wow, you really do have a dark side, don't you, Russell MacLeod? Actually, it's mainly just pure boredom on my part.
Well, that brings us to the end of another video, folks. And you know what that means? That means we are almost there. We are almost done with Inktober 2018. Only 3 more days to go, and that means only 3 more Inktober mini-comics to go. Boy, time really does fly fast, doesn't it? I mean, who would have thought in such a short amount of time, just 1 month, I could do so many drawings. I mean, it's insane that I was able to do this many drawings in just the span of a month. But don't worry, folks, I'm not done yet. There is still 1 more Drawing with Monsterboy Roc Inktober Edition Part 2 video that's coming out. And it's coming out on Halloween! Yeah. So if you want to see all of my Inktober mini comics, as well as many other drawings with these characters from my passion project, the Secret Beauty, then all you have to do to view them is go on to Instagram.com/thesecretbeautydrawings or Facebook.com/thesecretbeautydrawings. The links to both of those websites will be in the description down below, and you'll be able to view all of my Inktober mini comics right now. Well, that's it, folks. Thanks for watching and...
Say listen, Roc, do you think I can give the viewers at home the ending screen cards today? Please?
Sure, that'd actually be kind of interesting. Go for it, Seymour.
Awesome! So, if you all want to be notified for more of Roc's drawing videos, just click the subscribe icon and hit the little bell. And in case you missed it, you can watch the 3rd part of Roc's Inktober Edition by clicking the link right here. And by clicking this link, you get a playlist of all of Roc's drawing videos that you can watch right now.
Couldn't have said it better myself. Have a nice day, everybody. Take care now.